There's been a lot of fallout since our last conversation about Dame Dash and the Breakfast Club. There's been about 3 big things that have happened, and I was trying to. I have a bone to pick with the media about part of it, but we've seen Dame now sue Cameron. Allegedly.
Yeah, I'm really disappointed.
Like in real life?
Yeah, I'm frustrated with all of it. So in the aftermath of the interview, a couple of things have happened. People have continued to fact check Dame Dash about whether or not he was
CEO,
the chairman of
Revolt.
I actually reached out to the CEO of Revolt just to find out myself before it hit, just because I was just curious. To Tavio, he said unequivocally that wasn't true, and that no part of it was true.
Damn.
And that the statement attributed to him in Vibe magazine was completely manufactured. He eventually issued a company-wide email as well, saying the same thing, which I thought was problematic. But what frustrated me about that, and we could talk about the Cameron thing, was this is why we need journalists. Yes. And this is what happens when people who identify as journalists fail. Because when that Vibe magazine article came out, it was like, okay, well, look, this proves that Dame was telling the truth. It said, they even had quotes from DeTavio. But when you actually read the article, you realize that they never actually spoke to Revolt. Yeah. And they never spoke to DeTavio.
Right.
That's crazy.
They got everything from it seems Dame Dash's team. That's not journalism. They basically issued a press release. They basically took a Dame Dash press release and put it out as if it were journalism. And they just took for granted that Tavio really said those things, so they attributed quotes to him that they never verified from the company or from him personally. You can't do that.
So they need to put something. Aren't they supposed to put something out and apologize and fix it now?
They should.
What's that called? What is that?
They should do a correction.
A retraction.
A retraction or a correction, one or the other.
That's 2025 though. That's what it is now. Everything is like that, and it goes all the way from the top to the bottom to regular people telling stories about things they have no idea about, million views, spreading all this misinformation. That's just the days of the times of the times.
And this continues to happen now in mainstream media. There was a story that came out a year ago that Joe Biden was giving out crack pipes. And
I never did.
Biden.
Oh, sorry. And it's like, people see that story, and then what they do is they spread the story. So then by the time you say, well, it was in 3 newspapers, but each newspaper was really linking to the first newspaper.
Right.
But when you go to the first newspaper, you realize they don't actually have the story. And that's dangerous, and it's irresponsible. I don't care so much about whether Dame Dash is chairman of Revolt or not. It's just evidence that, like, at this moment, we don't have journalism, and the stuff we think is true is not true, and that's deeply dangerous.
Or it's just straight up a PR.
The problem today is everybody want to be first to report some shit.
Yep.
So if you hear it, like they heard him on the Breakfast Club. All right, cool. Let's hurry up and get an article out saying this, so that now we look credible.
Yep, and that's what they said. We buy it exclusive.
Even with the
that's the name of the game.
You got on the board the AI artist thing. And to me, that read like, this is just a press release from the companies that are behind this girl.
That's what I took from
right.
Trying to big some shit up.
Right.
Mark, do you remember the story about the older black woman? She was 81. She was a Marine, and she gets into a shootout in front of Target and shoots these white boys over the spot. Bro, I was so I cried. It was all made up, wasn't it?
And people, but then
I'm glad you cleaned it out. What the fuck is this lady talking about?
No, it was a story, and I heard. I don't know if this is true. I don't know if this is true, Mark, but I read somewhere that was put out by like right wing people to like scare white people.
There's been a couple right wing stories that have been planted in the media about black people and voting rights, about drugs, and they spread without verification. And I'm just saying, if you're going to put out a company's press release, what you have to say is, Vibe magazine, we got this exclusively from Dame Dash. Here's what he said. Boom. Judge for yourself. You can't act as if you did
credible information that you did the work,
and that you did reporting. Because the reason we trust journalistic outlets is because they do reporting. Anyway, all that said,
how do you guys feel about the $300 million suit to Cameron?
I hate it.
And I'm getting that from Dame himself.
What is he suing him for?
Defamation, harassment, torturous interference. He named like 4 things. It's on his IG page. Basically, he's saying that Cam is going too far.
And he said, I'm not going to resort to violence. And nobody that loves me is going to resort to violence. You made my children uncomfortable. You made my wife uncomfortable. This is the only other choice that I have. That's what Dame Dash said.
I had to miss a piece.
And Dame Dash is watching what we say. He posted y'all on his Instagram account.
Oh, did he?
Who?
Yeah.
Y'all?
So after
all of us,
just to do a quick catch up, and then I'm gonna be quiet.
I'm lost.
After the Breakfast Club interview, the next thing that happened was Cameron did some commentary on that. Dame Dash also did an Art of Dialogue interview where he talked about being in a car with Cameron
Right, and Cameron
and Big
cried.
L. And he said and basically saying that he had 3 bricks with him and that Cam was crying.
And he'll go to PC.
Right, and said he would go to protective custody if they get caught by police. Cam responded to that on 2 different platforms, his platform with Mason and individually, basically saying this is bullshit, and he laid out all the reasons why. They're both going back and forth, disclosing information, clowning, bidding, whatever you want to call it, and it seemed to be ratcheting up. But for whatever reason, at this point, Dame Dash said enough. And said that Cam is going too far, and that's when it said that he put a demand letter and allegedly suing him for $300 million. Is that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm curious about why the kids are in danger. Like, what did Cam do that he could even say that he endanger his kids?
Well, according to Dame, Cam approached one of his kids with some money to do an interview.
Oh.
I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just getting that from what they are saying about each other.
Okay, now I get it. Yeah, he tripping. That's
in terms of going too far, I saw Dame's last post and he mentioning Cam's moms and her crib and like that, to me that's now we went somewhere else. Yeah. And everybody who know Cam know how he is about his mom.
Yes.
Yeah. All that shit is too
so
personal.
Now it's just like I don't even want to look at it no more because this has potential to
take me out the group chat.
Yeah, I'm not looking
too personal. Y'all niggas know each other.
And they love each other.
It's somebody go hurt like that on a regular, and I've been unsubscribed from that. I just feel like when it comes to a man, when you go real low like that, it's weird. Like I don't know. Like we got further and further from them old invisible rules. You don't talk about kids. You don't talk about mom. You don't talk about. And now it's at the point where like a grown man to say that big head dumbass baby, you guys like it's craziness. It's craziness. Yeah.
Well, I hope they resolve it. I hope they squash it.
They ain't resolving nothing or squashing it, but he's not gonna get no money.
Neutral Budden.